Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing a couple of products that were sent out to me from a company called Ohhunt. Now I hadn't heard of these guys before, so they reached out, said, "Hey, we want to send you some stuff," and went back and forth with which products to send, and ultimately ended up with their RD-U2 RMR cut red dot, and then their T1DB receiver mount. Now this thing is good for the RMR, the SRO, and then several of your hollow sun optics, the 407C, 507C, and 508T. We're going to talk about these. Let's do the unboxing, see what you get, and then we'll put them on the weapon and see what we got and see what the pros and cons are. Let's do it. All right, so first and foremost, I'm just going to go through the T1DB real quick just to get it out of the way because I'm going to focus more of my time on the actual red dot. So you can tell I got a little anxious with the box here. All right, anyway, so here is that receiver mount. And again, it's compatible with several different styles of optics. So again, right off the bat, that's the RMR, SRO, 407, 507C, and then the 508T. It's got different mounting patterns here, different screws. You see your lugs here, and then it gives you all, there's three different screw choices, and then your tools right here to do what you need to do. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how this mount. It's got these lugs right here, and these mount to your shotgun rib mounts. So you see how there's that space right here between the lugs and the base plate. So that slides onto that rib of the shotgun, and then your optic mounts right on top of here, just like normal. So you do have a set of recoil lugs. Check out what this looks like mounted on a couple of different shotguns. All right, now you're seeing what that looks like mounted up. Now we're going to focus on the RD-U2 Red Dot. Now again, this is RMR cut, so if you have any of those RMR slides out there, this will work with them. All right, man, don't, you know what? I'm not even messing with it. They don't leave any room for your fingers to get in there. Anyway, so the Ohhunt RDU2, R2D2, Star Wars. All right, anyway, so get your instruction manual, cleaning cloth. Don't care about that. Get that out of the way. All right, here's your quick specs guide. You can screenshot that, and there's all your info. So I will be going through and talking about it as we go through. All right, so we got a couple tools standard. All right, we got a battery. This does take a 1632 battery, and then that's all you get in the box. So let's focus on this. Get my cheat sheet right here so I can act like I know what I'm talking about. All right, so here is the Ohhunt RDU2 Red Dot, and it is manual adjustments. Got your positive and negative clicks there, and you got your windage and elevation. Looks like they're just that straight head. First and foremost, I want to see if these are tactile switches or not, so I'm just gonna make a couple of quick adjustments here. Okay, yeah, so they are tactile. You can hear the clicks, very pronounced. So I do like that. The buttons have a very good feel, very good positive. You can hear the clicks there. So that's good. Top mounted battery, which is good. A lot of people get, up in their panties about having a bottom loading battery. It doesn't really matter to me either way, but side and top loading is convenient. You don't have to take the optic off of your slide. It does have a very nice, tall, big window. We'll see how durable this is here after a couple of drops. It seems a bit thin, but looks can be deceiving. So I'm not an engineer, so we'll see what they do about it. All right, so this is a 3 MOA red dot, 24 by 20 millimeter window. It is a multi-coated lens, unlimited eye relief. You have 1 MOA adjustment per click, and it has 100 MOA travel range. 30,000 hour battery life. I'm assuming that's on a mid setting. It's got 8 daylight brightness settings and 2 night vision. It's made out of 6061 aluminum. It is IP67 dust and waterproof rated, and it is anodized in a matte black finish. And the weight on this thing without this bottom mount is is 33.5 grams. And this thing has an operating temperature of -4 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's take this mount off of here, and then we're going to do a little bit of testing on this thing. We're going to drop in some water, put it in the freezer, do what we got to do. Let me see. Let me go ahead and turn this thing on real quick. I'm assuming it has a battery in it, but it might not. No, it does not. So let me put a battery in this thing real quick. All right, so we're back. We got the battery installed. So it does only come with the one battery. Most have an extra battery. That's why I assumed it had one mounted in it, but it only comes with the one that's not installed. So make sure you go ahead and install that first. All right, so there's your 3MOA Red Dot. And I think this is on like the third brightest setting. So I'm going to go up. It's nice and bright. Even on camera here, it doesn't get starbursted. A lot of them, a lot of times, as you get the brightness up here on my crappy phone camera, you'll get like that starbursting effect. But this one keeps a nice, nice round shape for the red dot. Go ahead and take it down, and then we're into those night vision settings. Go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that should be as bright as it gets. Yeah, right there. So nice, clear, crisp dot. So I kind of glossed over the mount here. So this does attach to any pick rail. So if you didn't want to run this on a handgun for whatever reason, or if your handgun has a pick rail, you can run it on that. You can run it on a rifle, anything that has a pick rail, like I said. So again, this thing just slaps on there and then run it on whatever you want. Or in my case, I'm going to run it on a pistol slide. So just the RMR cut optic itself is all I need. Let's go ahead to start testing this thing. We're going to drop it in some water, the freezer, and probably the stove for a little bit and see how she does. So let's go. All right, guys, so IP67 waterproof rated. We're going to drop it in this pitcher of water for 30 minutes. Show you that the red dot is on full brightest setting. Let's do it. All right, so it's 8:30. I'll see you guys at 9. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock. Pull it on out of here. And she's still working. So passed the water test. Again, 9 o'clock, same date. I didn't do any camera wizardry. So there we go. All right, let's get this thing dried off and get it in the oven. All right, so I preheated the oven to 170. However, I'm not gonna leave it at 170. I'm gonna leave the door cracked, so it's more like 140-ish in here. And then we're gonna leave that for 30 minutes and come back and we'll see what we got. All right, guys, it's been about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna pull this out of here. And just so you know that it's been 30 minutes. All right, that is toasty, my boy. Holy crap. All right, dot is still on, no issues here. Let's check out these rubber buttons and stuff. Rubber buttons look good. All right, nothing's melted or damaged in any way that I can see right now. Again, red dot is solid. So past the oven test. Now we will let this cool down to room temp and then freeze the thing. It's 9:38. We're gonna go ahead and put the Ohhunt in the freezer. All right, so find a good little spot for it right there. And there she shall sit for 30 minutes. Let's go. All right, it's 10:08. It's been 30 minutes. Let's get this thing out of here. Nice and frosty. Red dot is still working. We're still good. Cool. Cool. All right, now what's left to do is mount this thing up. Let's take it to the range and beat the crap out of it. See if it holds up. Let's go. All right, so we got the Ohhunt RDU2 mounted up on the PSA Dagger test pistol here. So we're gonna take this thing out, see how it does, and you know, hopefully she's good. So far, she survived the water test, the oven, and the freezer test. So now we're just gonna bang it up a little bit. We're not gonna get too crazy. We're gonna give it a fair shot. Just drop it a few times, just basic generic stuff. Make sure it holds 0, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts, guys. Let's do it. All right, guys, so I've been shooting with the Ohhunt today, and I got about 100 rounds through it so far. No issues. It's kept its 0 that I put on it this afternoon. So what I'm going to do now is just get a confirmation that it's still on, and then I'm going to clear it out, do a couple drops, nothing crazy, see if it holds that 0, and that'll be the video. So let's go. All right, still on. All right, I'm going to clear it out. And here we go. I'm going to go waist height. 1. And this is just hard packed dirt. 2. All right. Glass is still good. All right, glass is still good. Dot's still visible. Let's see if it stayed on. All right, stayed on. Now we're gonna go shoulder height. Didn't really get the optic there. Try to tilt it back. And one more for good measure. All right, there we go. All right, so scratched up, nothing crazy. Glass is still good, dot's still there. Couple more rounds. It's windy as shit, so the misses are me, but dot's still on. I mean, for a budget dot, it's gonna do what you need it to do. Held up to everything so far, a couple of drops. Most of you will never drop your weapon from shoulder height. So if you do happen to just be running and gunning and drop it on the ground, it's not gonna mess up. Now, would I take it to war? Probably not, but range days for a budget plinker, I think you got a winner.